Coming to you somewhere from Denver. An adventure into the existential where we have what we call a thought baby together. This is Crosby with My Wife Hates This.
It's funny because it's true. My wife does hate this.
Yeah, everything I've been told about what we're doing here, my wife isn't going to like very much either. So
Yeah. So we've got a lovely day planned here for you folks.
absolutely. Let's start with a few things, though. This is the Crosby, not just a Crosby, but the Crosby.
I'm the only one in the office. How many do you know?
There was Bill Cosby, and we all know what happened with him, but we won't bring that up.
Which
I don't want to pass out with a drink here.
Which, actually, you know what? That worked out really well because this show is being brought to you by Tingala.
That's fantastic.
Do a shot.
Right.
Think of Cosby.
I'm Josh. I am his sidekick. I'll be sitting there lapping up all the things that he will. That sounded like. Anyway, let's drink. Thank you, Tingala, for everything that we have here.
Thank you,
it.
guys.
It's got a nice, smooth flavor.
It's like fire.
Right.
The tingles.
Kind of grabs you by the boo-boo.
No, I love it. No. Can I tell you my funny Tingala story, though?
Yeah, and then after that, I got to do some copy read, believe it or not.
No, so went to one of their events.
Oh.
And next thing you know, I'm hanging out, talking to the owner, family.
Yes.
And, the bartender had a few of these syringes that he was using to float on top of cocktails. So floating Tingala on top of these like high-end handcrafted cocktails.
Sounds intense.
Yeah. And came over with them. And once you have a taste for it,
Yeah.
I mean, you just keep going. I just kept going back. It's like pushing the button.
My
like,
tongue is numb.
I'm the rat in the cage going, I love this.
Just
I love
give me
this.
more.
And
It's good stuff.
it's also 50% alcohol. That's 100 proof. It put my dick in the dirt.
Yeah, I'm not a big drinker, but I already feel a buzz.
Yeah,
kinda grabs you by the middle.
feel that Tingala.
There's something in my mouth. Yeah, it's like a.
Well, that's the buzz button.
Yeah,
you know,
I
like a lot of there's restaurants.
For a moment,
out
I
here
thought
that-
my mouth was full of cocaine, but it turns out it's just alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the thrilling sensations of cocaine without any of the health benefits.
But I would start. We do have a sponsor.
Okay.
I would like to thank Colorado Ranch Market. If you guys didn't know, they're having their grand opening on December 14th in Colorado Springs at 3333 North Academy Boulevard. Head over there for their grand opening for a chance to win either a free year's worth of produce or an Oculus VR headset.
Dude,
Great prizes.
Now, everybody's going to go for the Oculus.
I don't know. I love produce. Don't get me wrong. And
Like
if you've already got
really
an Oculus.
good produce?
Right.
Come on.
If you'd like to know more about Colorado Ranch Market, head over to their website, which is www.coloradoranchmarket.com. Get all the information you need. We hope to see you out there. I'll be out there because that's what I do.
You know,
There's a lot that I do, but
yeah, there's a lot that you
for
do.
all
Yeah.
the-
No. What's funny is I had this moment thinking about today coming in, and I remember that scene out of Swingers where they're hanging out, they're talking to the nice ladies, and they're at the bar, and oh well, what do you do? And he goes, oh, I'm a comedian. Oh, where do you work? Oh, well, I'm from the East Coast, so I don't currently have a representation here on the West Coast. Oh, really? Oh, well, who's your representation back East? And the guy's just winding down this spiral. And they ask Vince Vaughn, they ask Vince, hey, so what do you do? And he's like, oh, I'm a producer. And they go, cool.
Yeah.
Like, no questions.
Right. What do you produce? Mostly bullshit. That's what I do.
I'm like, oh, now I get it.
That's why they hired me.
Can
Can you produce us a bunch of bullshit, Josh? I was like,
Yeah.
well, yes, of course they
As
can.
a matter of fact, I can.
Right, we did that today. Here we are right now. Look at this organization you put together. It's like you had a plan for. You had a plan for this?
Well, no. There's
Ooh,
no
my
plan.
lips are numb.
I know, right?
Isn't that crazy?
I love it. I
Holy
love
crap,
it.
Tingala.
I'm legit into this, so I'm convinced they're going to be the next, Red Bull. Not a paying sponsor.
Red Bull, yeah, because that's what everybody needs for breakfast.
Anyways, one thing we need to establish is who we are.
Yes.
So we'll get to that.
Okay.
But really, our hopes here with the cast is just to make sure
Yeah.
we're on top of the music scene.
First and foremost.
Denver is on fire with
fuego.
Like, seriously, we have such amazing acts coming through on such a regular basis. It's just that the one thing I feel like we're kind of a little redheaded stepchildish a little bit, maybe. I feel like some ways we're the middle point between weekends. So it's like they'll play a huge show in New York and make their way across the country, and like somehow we end up with
The halfway.
we end up with Wednesday at Red Rocks, and and you're like,
Yay, middle of the week concert. I can get tore up at that.
yeah, I can do that. Like, yeah, exactly. Like, well, I don't keep the job or go to the show.
The only places
know.
I get drunk are my babysitter's house and concerts. Don't tell my wife because she's never met my kids either.
And also, so if you want to drink during the day and call it work, start a podcast.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's the only time that the boss is actually like, yeah, loosen up.
Yeah. I also feel like we should probably do some legal disclaimers because there's going to be a lot of things that are going to sound like advice.
They're not.
Like advice.
No?
And I just think, I mean, anything that we say or suggest or
have this.
sounds like a suggestion, it's not.
No. Just remember, this is all in mostly good fun.
Mostly
I
in,
don't
in
give
good spirited also.
Like if I give marital advice, it might be mediocre. But if I give life advice, I mean, generally don't follow it. I mean, look where it
we're all
landed
in the
me.
same room.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah, I am allergic to alcohol. For those of you who don't know, we're going to see how far this takes me. If I start turning really red and itchy, please dial 911. If I keel over, don't steal my wallet like you did at that one bar.
Is that a thing? You can really, I mean, can't we just like give you some like ibuprofen and I don't know, some Benadryl?
It was usually a Benadryl enema, so you're going to have to.
This guy's got an ass thing. That's also something you need to know.
It is fantastic back there. It's like 2 cinnamon buns. They're like stiff and just 2 days old. You get to my age, you're just glad to get out of bed in the morning.
So, okay. Back to music.
Yes.
What would you say your top 3 favorite bands are?
My top 3 favorite bands: Avicii when he was alive, Avicii, because I love EDM. I know it's crazy. I do. I'm electronic.
He died of
He suicided.
he suicided.
He's suicided.
You know what? And
like a bottle of broken wine.
everybody
and some
talks
slashed
trash
wrists.
on
It
the
was horrible.
suiciders. I'm kind of like a big bold move. You know?
Yeah, I was gonna say he went all out. I put
Yeah.
out a really good album. My second band, when I used to watch them all the time, was, you're gonna laugh, it was Bon Jovi.
Really?
Bon Jovi.
Hey,
They put
dead
on a
or
hell of a
alive,
show.
brother.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
I mean,
And
he's such a nice guy. You can't hate on him. And
Yeah.
the music is good.
Been married to the same lady.
Oh, by the way,
We
you want to
can't
call
take
in?
calls. We can't.
You want to call in?
Actually, we physically can't right
I mean, if you called in, just leave dirty messages.
Right.
It's 888
We're gonna have that set up here soon.
OCN
Right.
7220. That's 888-626-7220.
Now,
Just
if anybody
leave us
answers
some
that, it'll
nasty
be
mails.
amazing.
Yeah.
Brad will probably answer the phone. He'll say something to the effect of, "I ordered a pizza an hour ago," like he always does. I don't think I've ever gotten a lunch out of this guy that wasn't free.
You're playing your cards wrong.
I know, right? Thank you, head of sales.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, Brad is our producer. He's got a wonderfully round-shaped head, nice cropped hair. He's a blonde.
I would
he
say
frosts
that
the tips.
his features are
He's
fairly
like
even.
Yeah,
You know?
I would say, what do they call that? He's straight up and
Balance?
down. Straight up and down, right? He's
Yeah.
balanced.
Yeah,
He's symmetrical.
Yeah.
They say the best
Yeah.
looking ones are symmetrical, but your left side of your... Let's not go into that.
Yeah, we don't
What I'm getting at was
let's
one of
not
your ears
go
are crooked.
too far down the hole here.
I mean, at least your kids look like their mom.
So Bon Jovi, Avicii.
Avicii, yes. And it's... I forget his name now. He's on the electronic dance.
That favorite.
It'll come
You know-
to me.
you know
when
my
we're talking
favorite.
about it.
You know,
it'll
my
be like,
favorite
Zed.
one.
Thank you. It's Zed.
Oh, okay.
Zed and his remixes.
Okay, so
And you?
You like the EDM, huh?
Well, I'm an EDM freak.
Which is cool because
I
my
start
buddy,
spinning this stuff around. Like,
my buddy,
yeah.
Andre Orchid, is going to be here
Ooh, what
next week.
does Andre do?
He is
Sounds German with some wonderful things.
No,
Like
yeah,
you-
no.
you're like,
He
let me show you how to do it right
is
this
a
time.
very successful, long-standing DJ here on the scene in Denver.
And he'll be here in our studio. We'll set him up.
Would you like to touch the monkey?
Oh, we've done that before. You know what kind of mess that is.
So for me, I'm glad you asked.
Yes. What is your favorite? Who's your top 3 bands? Because you're out more than I am.
Okay, and I'm all over the board on my faves.
Oh, really?
Number one,
You didn't seem like the type.
without question, the band beyond description, like Jehovah's favorite choir, it's the Grateful Dead.
They're alive.
Without
They're
question.
still touring?
No, well, actually, yeah, Bob Weir is, and I think
about
we're lo-
Jerry?
I
What
think we're
happened to
losing Phil. Jerry is pieced out. Jerry pieced out back in like
Like that
92.
Persian White or something like that when he went.
96.
liked the needle.
Yeah, he's seen the needle and the damage done, that's for sure. God, it's like hanging out with like a 12-year-old girl. Hey, you want to try it? A little sippy cup for you?
You hang out with a lot of little 12-year-old girls in bands? That you doing? Giving away little candy?
Why do you think I have the van?
I thought. Nobody's swelling nothing in my throat.
Yeah, yeah, I don't want you to go into anaphylactic shock.
I'm taking my time here, gentlemen.
Hey,
It's my heart problem that you need to think about, not necessarily my allergy to alcohol.
okay. Jesus, this guy's like a gremlin. Comes with instructions.
Just Step 1, don't give him anything that makes them drunk.
him after midnight.
He's like a gremlin. If you get me wet, you never know what's going to happen. Little boils pop up. It's horrible. That's the reason they call me straight down there.
Yeah. You know who else I like?
Yeah, go for it. No, I don't.
Slayer! You know, I had a really sad thing, and I'm not bagging on believers because I'm a believer myself. But, and that's a believer. A
believer? Like-
No, I'm a believer. You know, whatever.
Really?
The moral of the story is this: there is more kindred spirit between Slayer fans. So, like, for example, you just don't know what it's like to be part of something bigger than you until
No, I
you've
don't.
seen a perfect stranger when you're wearing a Slayer shirt and they are also wearing a Slayer shirt. There is a knowing nod. There is an exchange
Yes.
between people that is far too uncommon these days.
Well, I experienced that in prison. Keep going.
No, I'm just saying. So you get two people wearing, you know, like "I love Jesus." What would Jesus do? Shirts that will do. What would Jesus do? And we'll look at them, and the two guys, or the two girls, the guy and the girl, whatever, would be like,
right.
"I don't know if
We don't
that's,
judge.
I don't know if that's my brand of Jesus." So I'm just saying that.
I mean, you got
Slayer
Jesus and
fans,
Jesus.
yeah, right.
I mean, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Well, I don't know. But he could be a Lutheran, but the Methodists were coming.
I'm a Methodist. I'm kidding. I got kicked out of church when I was real young.
Yeah, I went to a Southern Baptist church in Southern California.
You know, believe it or not, I think I'm actually an ordained minister.
Really?
When I was like 8 from my grandfather. That's a real deal. Southern Baptist. Pentecostal, baby.
Live in the fire.
That's right. He wants to drink poison and hold snakes.
Let's hold on to the snaky sneaks.
Well, we're sorry. We already went into the religion thing.
Yeah.
You know,
No,
it
you
took-
know
it
what,
took
though?
less than an episode.
Yeah, don't worry. Yeah, just yeah.
They're going to hate us anyway.
Yeah, fast forward. Just fast forward.
That's right.
Yeah. Also,
Yeah?
so I said what? Slayer,
Slayer,
Grateful Dead.
Grateful Dead.
That's pretty much as polar opposite
And
as you can
I
get.
think your third was NSYNC.
Yeah, the third. No, I'm more of like.
Backstreet
I'm gonna
Boys.
go with.
Streets back, all right.
I gotta go like old piano jazz, man.
Yeah, there's some of the classics. I used to play the trumpet. I actually saw Primus before Primus was Primus. And they did
Really?
a jazz set in Greeley at the UNC Jazz Festival. And they had all these posters up, see Primus. And I was like, I don't even know who the hell these guys are. And they signed the whole thing. They put this jazz set together that was unbelievable. And years down the road, people are like, where'd you get that signed flyer? Because, you know, you could walk right up the stage then. And they were just almost nobodies. And
Right,
if you
right,
didn't
right.
know, they are incredible jazz artists. At least one of those guys. I don't remember his name.
Yeah. Les Claypool.
That's the, yeah.
Yeah. I saw Les Claypool's Flying Frog Brigade.
What?
And
What?
yeah, what's that?
What's a Flying Frog
Dude,
Brigade?
all I know is this: these guys, darkened stage. They start with "Shine On You, Crazy Diamond." Like I just know that that's what they're gonna play. You know, the Pink Floyd song. And Les Claypool, huge Pink Floyd fan. Anyways,
something new every day.
and so they're playing "Shine On You Crazy Diamond." Well, Les Claypool's also like 6'7".
Yeah, he's unbelievably tall, isn't he?
Unbelievably tall. And so he comes out on this darkened stage with a giant sombrero and extensions coming off of his shoulders. So he's this giant floating serape and head with engineer's glasses on, like lights on the either side. So it just looks like white shining eyes coming out from under a giant
Are
sombrero.
you sure it was the glasses?
No, I'm sure.
Are you sure?
I promise.
Like
it
50-50
was,
on
it
that
was
one?
just the booze.
It was just the booze that time.
Yeah, just the booze on that trip. Yeah,
all
no,
been there.
no. But as soon as he started playing bass,
Yeah.
I was like uniquely aware of all of my internal organs. I'm like, oh, that's where my liver
That's
is.
where the liver vibrates.
I'm like, I find it hard to take a deep breath right now.
I pooped a little.
It's like next level bass. Huge fan of Les Claypool.
Yeah,
and
no.
all
If they
of
ever
his
wanted to be
works.
on the show, they can certainly show
Yeah,
up. We
yeah.
will hang them
Les,
out.
next time
we'll
you're
have
in
all
town-
the Tingala they can drink.
Yeah, next time you're in town, man, come on down.
No, we're down. You
like
wouldn't remember.
it
me. I
seems
was
like
that
he would
weird
actually
kid in
show
high
up.
school, watching you in the front row.
I miss you.
Doesn't he seem like he would actually show up though?
Probably. He's one of the most down to earth people. So that's what blows people away. And he's talented
It's
on
almost
so many different levels.
It's almost shitty to meet your hero sometimes.
It is. When I met you, I was like, man, this is not what I expected.
This is so much more touching.
My wife's going to hate this. I got to go home. She's going to be like, what are you doing all day? I didn't drink at work. You know you can't do that. I had to.
This segment is brought to you by Tingala.
Another non-paid sponsorship, but it's all that we have.
Yeah, I just love these guys. Honestly, they're
Absolutely. Uh-oh. What? It's almost time for news.
yeah.
So I did a lot of news research today. I'm going to grab Google.
Oh yeah.
What do you got?
Well, that's how I roll. I'm really heavy into weather in the early AM. Because for those of you who, if this podcast ever makes it outside of Colorado borders, living in Colorado, it's like we could make $1 million if we made a Swiss Army jacket. Basically, you can't leave the house on a sunny day when it's 80 degrees and not think to yourself, do I need a jacket?
It's Colorado, right? I just take one. Like, as a matter of principle.
I just
in
grabbed
Colorado.
one. No, so for the first, 2-3 years we lived here, of course, I've been here for over 9 years now, so I am not part of the problem. I'm literally part of the solution.
What?
I'm just
You want
saying.
an award?
I hate California.
You want a little medal?
You
want a little thing that goes on the wall? A little plaque that's like, thank you, transplant. Where'd you come from?
I hate who
California?
I was
Texas?
9 years ago.
California, Texas.
Yeah, Texas.
Texas?
Oklahoma.
California?
Ugh.
He's from California?
Yeah, no.
Sacramento?
San Diego.
San Diego?
The whale's vagina.
Wow, I'm from a small town called La Junta, Colorado. It means the junction. It is a fantastic way out in the middle of nowhere pickle onion place.
I
At least it used to
believe a junta,
Cantaloupe.
A junta,
Cantaloupe.
A junta is also a revolution, isn't it?
Well, if you've ever been down there, there's only two things to do. That's have sex and shoot people. And drink.
Ooh, hopefully there's meth.
You always know there's an opiate problem. I miss my drug habit. It was the only thing that kept me. It was the only thing I could rely on.
It's all that itching.
It was.
Yeah.
And there it goes.
Speaking of itching, next time you have an itching after you've been drinking, to get on the old company software and start talking to the powers that be.
Yes, that's what I do.
Don't.
Our advice is don't mess with people, especially those that you work with.
Yeah, just generally not a good. Now we have a different relationship now.
We do. Like the day before yesterday, we were called work acquaintances.
Yeah, we were work acquaintances,
And now
we spent a magic hour and 10 minutes together.
we made music. It's not all we made, but
Yeah, I'm just saying we got something.
I found somebody. I finally found that one person, that makes me feel like me.
Complete me.
I know. Became best friends in an hour, and
Did we just become best friends?
he calls me at night. I'm in bed. I'm like, "What are you wearing?" And he's like, "I'm wearing jammies." And he's like, "What are you wearing?" And I was like, "My underwear."
What kind of jammies?
Right.
And them Fruit of the Looms.
They're Star Wars. I got my little Kylo Ren poking out of the front here. Want to see my lightsaber? Buzz. I'm more of a Ray fan, though, but I won't tell you why.
Oh, really? Could it be all the promiscuous anonymous sex?
Who told you? She's listening to this. You can't.
Oh,
Anyway,
yeah.
I'm sorry, my
Yeah.
dear wife.
Yeah.
Don't hate me for this.
Yeah, you should probably have a VPN if you're super into anonymous weird sex.
I would advise an Onion browser for those of you who want to go to the dark web. That's where all the good
Peel
stuff
away the layers.
is. Right. Don't leave, Brad. Don't come back. It's okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so basically I'm an idiot. So, yeah.
Story of my life.
Now, speaking of idiots,
Yes.
if you are this person, now I'd take Hamden to work.
Oh, you poor bastard.
And there are 3 lanes, and anyone who's driven it before, and I know you've driven it before, you've got Colorado plates, I know where you're coming from.
Yep.
I saw you pull out, I see you every day.
He's never pulled out.
Well, And if you are the person who passes all the way up to where those 2 lanes, you just now realize that you were going to have to make a right turn on that one, and now you're coming over? Like, show me a better case for murder in the world. Like, show me a better case.
Yeah, driving's the whole reason I carry a gun. Just in case.
You really should. I mean,
Right.
especially with minor. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean.
Right. I do all my shopping there. But if you guys haven't been to DCF Guns, it is probably one of the. It is a family location. They're all into education, firearms training, and some of the best prices you'll ever get on guns and ammo in the state of Colorado. That's dcfguns.com for those of you who are interested. Another free plug, Josh, if you're hearing me out there talking about this, don't forget me at Christmas. Just saying.
Wait, did he just bring me a new trigger assembly?
He's like Santa. He's got a beard. He's always riding some sort of deer. I don't know how he does it.
I
He's
legit need to
he's
go
a
in there.
handsome little skinny man.
No, I legit need to go in there because I need one of those. I've got a 7-pound trigger on my AR-10.
AR-10.
Which is 5 ARs safer. 5 ARs safer than the AR-15.
It's about size with this guy.
Yeah, right.
It all matters.
I just want to be like AT&T. Just reach out and touch someone.
Sorry, I get like that. Gets me all warm and fuzzy on the inside when we talk about target shooting.
Yeah, it's probably best. I mean, because that's how road rage works. And
Yeah, that's why. Yeah,
you're not allowed to beat people up.
not anymore.
For being an asshole, and that I just don't understand that. There's got to be like an asshole clause. We've got to stand your ground.
Started with the California drivers coming in from San Diego.
That's brutal.
Brow.
Okay,
Brutal
now
brow.
shots fired. However,
However,
I'll have you know the best drivers in Colorado, period, are those that are driving at 5 a.m. on a Saturday, hauling ass up to the mountains.
those yeah.
Those are the best drivers in Colorado. It's magic. It's like a symphony. We all share the brunt of being that first fastest person.
I'm going to be there to the
Yep.
slopes. Got fresh powder.
Yep.
And just not
We're
on the
all
slopes,
looking
but
out
on the
for each other.
dashboard.
Yeah.
I had one of those crazy drivers this morning.
Yeah?
It's like I'm driving in. It's about 5:30. Cuts across 3 lanes of traffic. Gets angry at the guy that's doing 75 because he couldn't do 90. Went across all the way from the left to the right. Gets angry again because he gets into the slow lane expecting people to go fast.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then
The passers.
flipped me off because I was that guy in the slow lane as he barreled past me. And that, if there's ever been a case for murder.
I'm just
Or homicide.
saying. It's just because everybody forgets.
wave.
Yeah, I
Just
forget.
wave.
Everybody forgets. You're in a vehicle that is traveling with like mass times velocity. Is that inertia?
9,000
Something like
pound
that.
vehicle
Yeah.
going 95 miles an hour.
I'm just
It's
throwing
like a
it out
bug bite.
there. You're literally taking my life into your dumbass, somehow impatient, simultaneously texting ass.
I know.
It's bullshit.
wish my girlfriend stopped texting me during this.
Yeah, it's stupid.
My wife would hate that.
Yeah, I'm probably. Yeah, you know what? I wanted to make sure this segment is brand new.
That's your password? 3 letters?
Yeah. So in this segment, what we do is we just go to Google News, random Google News.
Bring it up. What do you got?
And we're
see
going
what
to
we
go
have.
through and we're going to do what we call shitty news.
Shitty
so
news.
we're just going to read the headlines and we're going to kind of summarize what we think these stories are really telling us.
Would you like to kick it off, or shall I?
You know what? Go ahead.
All right.
Do the honors, please.
First one, number one headline from Google News.
The LA Times.
Here we go. House has no choice but to move to impeach Trump, Pelosi says.
Right. Okay. So House has no choice, and
No
no
choice.
choice is in like a quotation.
Right.
No choice, but to move to impeach Trump, Pelosi says.
Pelosi says.
Now,
Isn't she on medication for?
Dude, did you see any of her statement where she was saying, where she like announced that she thinks that they should go forward with this?
Mostly
I'll save you. You've seen Mars Attacks, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Say what you want
Yes.
about El Presidente, but she's an alien from Mars Attacks.
You know what she suffers from? It's nipple, belly button, nipple. Those things are hanging so low these days. I mean, it's
To me, it's that awkward stare where you feel like those eyes should have been dead 6 years ago, but somehow they have levitated this
her
carcass to
head
be able
kind
to
of gives
continue
that
to speak.
twitch, and you're just like, wow.
I don't know, man.
How long has she been doing this?
Apparently 1.6 million years. Yeah.
The time of the dinosaurs.
Okay, so I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to what Joe Biden's been doing.
Oh, good old Joe.
Joe's out there biting fingers.
Right.
He's
Love
telling-
it when you rub my leg hair. It stands on in out of the pool.
My leg hairs just come out. They get blonde because I'm
I'm a
beautiful
white old
and
man.
I'm out there and they just sun bleach.
My
And they're
eyes
fluffy
red,
though.
bleeding.
And those kids just touching my leg, rubbing it down, and then the hairs just pop back up. So yeah, you could say I know a thing or two about racism.
The moral of the story is he's calling this guy, he's calling this dude a liar because he's like asking him questions about, his son. So the headline is, "You're a damn liar, man." Joe Biden blasts Iowa voter, calls him fat after repeats Ukraine smear. Okay.
That is a witty retort there. Hey, man. You're fat.
Hey, fatty.
Hey, fatty.
Hey, fatty.
Fatty, fat.
Yeah.
How do you like that one there, punk?
This dude eats salmon for lunch. Ew.
I think he eats,
He's
fetal
like, I
tissue.
got salmon. Yeah.
This one's international news. Trudeau's hot mic comments cause consternation in Canada. Man, that's
I
a
think
big word.
We actually have a soundbite of what he was saying, and I'll play it for you now.
I'm not your buddy, friend. I'm not your friend, guy. I'm not your guy, pal.
And there you have it.
And that's pretty much how it happens up in Canada.
Next one is Joe Biden's tax plan explained. Nobody's sure
Yeah,
what it was,
Elizabeth
but he
Warren
explained
and
it.
Joe Biden dropping a new...
Tax the rich, tax the rich, tax the rich, tax the rich.
And we hate babies, and we should eat them, and... Yeah, Green New Deals.
Right, Green New Deal. Isn't that AOC?
That's AOC's, yeah.
She's got a smile like a...
I would love
Yeah.
to see her be a bartender for me.
Right?
I'm pretty sure that's what... No, hey, what do I know?
I mean, I knocked the dust off that, but whatever.
My wife hates this. Yeah. California is on fire again.
Shocker!
And they go ahead and ban insurers from dropping policies made riskier by climate change.
What does that even mean?
know.
Somebody throws a cigarette out the car and it's like, climate change, climate change!
We can't even call it acts of God anymore because God doesn't exist. We just call him bad luck.
The universe just isn't lining up, y'all. There's a national strike in France, shuts down cities over Macron's pension reform plans. They don't get their money.
I
they're
read
ready to
about
leave.
this. I
Yeah?
actually read about this.
You did?
Yeah, and
You can read?
Just the ones with the
I
pictures.
can't read.
Basically what it comes down to is you've got all these people who want to retire from a government-run pension plan. I don't know if you guys are picking up on it, but I got little faith in government. I'm just throwing it out there. Mind blown.
I am shocked. Do you want to see my shocked face? Here it is. That's my scared face, too.
Yeah, I'm just saying, they've got people who want to, retire. They've been paying into a system that keeps getting looted, and go figure. Oh, wait, God, where have I heard that before?
You know what the solution is?
Socialism! Yeah, that's what we should do. Oh my God, that's socialism.
I
That's
love
so
that. It's like it
hot
comes
on
with a handle on a briefcase. You can carry it everywhere. Nothing has ever come bad from that besides communism. Maybe that whole Venezuela thing. But
And,
you know,
and
the
here
whole
we
Third
have,
Reich,
and
you know.
here we have
But whatever.
Tina. She's wearing her Che Guevara. She would have been murdered in a ditch, but no. She's got her Che shirt on because she saw Rage Against the Machine at Lollapalooza.
She is supporting the
She's
most
chi-
oppressive government ever.
Yeah, she's special.
I love it. Is there any other headlines? What else do we have
Yeah,
here?
what else we got?
Enlighten me, Google.
Oh, dude, there was a shooting at
that's
Pearl
not good.
Harbor.
Yeah, that one's hard to make jokes out
Yeah.
of. Pearl Harbor shooting. Sailor shoots 2 dead, takes own life.
Takes his own life. Now, why did he have to kill the other two?
He sounds like a quitter to me.
And the one thing that they don't put in right here is, of course, 2 people specifically were murdered. I'm going to go with ex-girlfriend and her new boyfriend.
You know, it's kind of
And he's going to take himself out. Yeah, but
pop, pop, boom, and it's over.
we're calling it a mini mass shooting. It's a mini mass shooting, and
Mini mass shooting,
not a
right.
lovers quarrel gone wrong. You know?
All right.
Oh wait, speaking of lovers quarrel, did you hear about the guy who went out and started killing people in London because everything there is banned, knives, guns, everything? Guy grabs a narwhal tusk off of a wall in a restaurant,
Ballsy bastard.
and starts killing people.
No, he's the guy that saved people, wasn't he? He was the guy that rescued folks with the narwhal.
No. There was a guy that went out there and literally started killing people with a narwhal tusk.
Sounds like a
and people fought against
walrus erection.
him. People fought. It's just mind blowing to me because you got to realize, no matter what, we're humankind, and humankind is always going to find a way to murder other humans. We're going to figure it out. I'm more deadly with my thumb than most people are with a knife.
I'm more deadly with my... We'll move on. So John Kerry has endorsed Joe Biden for the 2020 election.
Woohoo! We're really excited.
Liberals supporting liberals.
No, has that happened before?
Never.
God, it's
Thank
like
you, Jimmy
it's like
Carter.
they're coming together against something.
At least they're organized. Republicans
Oh,
can't
they're
get their shit
coming
together. And
together.
liberals are like an army.
Yeah, I was told that simultaneous orgasms were a thing of mythology. Turns out, nope, Democrats come together all the time.
Former Playboy model Karen McDougal sues Fox News for alleged defamation.
Yeah.
She's a Playboy model. She poses naked for a living. Allegedly.
See, now, that was going to be my key word there.
Ooh.
I feel like allegedly
Allegedly.
is going to be our big thing. It's sticking around. Yeah. So at this point,
So sorry.
I feel like
It tingles on the way out.
well, and you know what's nice? Are you itching?
Yeah, my fingers are, but I'm trying not to do
Your
it.
fingers.
My teeth are
itch?
itching. My eyeballs are
Your
awful.
fingers
Am I red?
itch?
Am I Ed? Am I red? I'm not Ed. If I was Ed, I'd be like Ed Wood.
Yeah.
Head? In front of everybody in the camera? Again?
It's called theater.
I have a degree in the arts.
Two Russian nationals charged in hacking schemes that officials say caused tens of millions in damages.
What? If I could hack and get tens of millions of dollars, I wouldn't be doing this for a living.
I mean, the moral of the story is, what's the point of hacking if you're not getting the tens of millions of dollars that you're causing in the
Yeah,
destruction?
who giving it to? Charity? A stripper?
Yeah, it just goes off into the ether, just slows
Right.
people down. Oh, it was just like, just on Tuesday, my internet got slow and I got dropped off of GTA 5.
Oh, you poor thing.
I mean,
That's
that
the only
run.
That's the only place I ever made millions.
I'm just saying that run would have been worth $500,000 to me. So I know where they're getting these numbers. Numbers.
They're making it up. Ooh. Someone who sent that message?
Dirty.
I know.
Dirty.
Is it your wife?
Get some.
Right. New evidence raises the question: is Nunez an investigator or participant in the Ukraine affair?
Okay.
I didn't know there was an affair.
I didn't know there was an affair.
Oh my God.
This is all very exciting to me. I mean, seriously, it's an affair now. Before it was a what? Boondoggle?
And now, before that, it was fake news.
Oh yeah, definitely fake news.
Yes. We have alternate facts that have come to light here. Turns out we're just making up things.
But I definitely felt like what he was thinking was probably some sort of violation.
I've been violated so much.
That
I
was
could
my
tell you what a
summary.
violation
Like
is.
I just saved all of you who haven't been looking at the impeachment hearings. I just saved you literally hours.
like 6 hours.
Yeah. Because that's what it
news.
sounds. I feel like
I love you, Big T.
he was thinking, yeah, that's such crap.
Yeah.
I just think politics is crap. And
This
you,
one-
and you people who treat it like this is your religion,
Right.
There's something
Wrong
wrong
with
with you.
you.
Like there's deep.
Yes.
You are deeply
Right.
affected.
To the core.
And
ugly.
And I went on Reddit and made a comment. Oh, which reminds me. Hey, by the way, Reddit to me pretty much the last bastion of freedom on the internet, as far as I'm concerned.
Yes.
Pretty much anything goes as long as it adheres to the community guidelines. Well, guess what? Our community subreddit. Oh wait, my wife hates this. Subreddit. My wife hates this. You go in there and post whatever you want. There is no rules. We want it to be awesome. We'll delete you if it's stupid.
Yeah,
Please, nothing against
Power of the get rid of
all
me
that
button.
stuff. We'll just unceremoniously just delete your stuff. But and you will get banned. Wait, are we a banner? Are we the kind of people who ban people?
Hell yeah, we are.
I mean, I feel
wait.
like
No. Yes. No.
I'm
yes.
I'm kind of
no.
a not of a ban
Yes.
guy.
No. Yes.
I mean, everybody wants to ban anything, and I kind of want to give people just, I don't know, freedom of choice.
I say we just cancel culture the whole thing.
What? I'm just saying contribute, people.
Contribute.
Get on there.
Right.
Show us your cute pics with you and
Whoa,
your
whoa,
dog.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Wait,
Okay.
Which
Wait,
reminds me,
what?
by the way, speaking of dogs,
Yes.
when you think dogs, you also think of cats.
I love cats.
You know what we're doing this weekend?
I do, but you should tell everyone else.
Snow Cat Con.
That's right.
We're heading down there to the Cable Theater.
We're interviewing anybody and everybody. If you're out there, wear your furry outfit. We don't care. Call us.
Yeah.
It's going to be nice.
We're going to
If
do
you see-
some interviews.
Absolutely.
I'm going to have several Meowgaritas.
We're going to hear, there's going to be cat comedy. There's going
Cat
to be
comedy, cat rapper.
Cat drinks. There's going to be cat rapper. There's going to
cat
be
rapper.
cat adoptions. Go out there, adopt a cat. Don't go buy one of those purebreds for a whole bunch of money. Go out, rescue a cat, adopt them because they're sweet things too. I have this cute little cat. Her name is Emmy, and she's my world.
Wow, that's
She's
next
my
level.
world.
And that's also
right.
why my wife hates this, because
Yeah,
the
she
cat
sits
is
in my
more
lap and
important.
purrs. And, I mean, it's,
Yeah.
hey,
Hey, record-breaking haul of meth worth $818 million seized in Australia. 2 customs agents charged.
no wonder the Aussie in the office was so angry and slower than usual today. I mean, that explains so much.
There's 2 of them now.
There's 2 of them now.
Yeah, 2 of them.
One just looked like he couldn't get out of bed, and the other one wanted to punch me. But that's generally what happens in the mornings.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'd hit you. Have you met your son?
I'd hit that. Yeah. I'd do me so hard.
Now, do you have any shows that you want to see coming up? Because I know that Brad's going to go see Snoop Dogg. Didn't you just buy
Snoop
Snoop Dogg
Dogg?
tickets today?
Dang, that's like a 420 adventure. You
See? Yeah.
ballsy bastard,
Dude.
you. At the Fillmore next
The
Friday.
Fil-
If there's
I
still
love the
tickets, you should
Fillmore.
go.
I love
Snoop
the
gives
Fillmore.
it. You know, that place is going to be so hazy, it's going to cough.
I,
You know, that place is going to be so hazy, it's going to cough.
I,
I mean, it's-
Yeah,
right? No one does have to take their own weed.
No.
He's gonna be on stage like puff puff pass.
Dude, the Snoop Double G, that guy has just stayed so true. No, wait. Is he still Snoop Lion?
I don't know. Yeah, he was Snoop Lion for a while there, but I think he's moved on.
I just think it was kind of
Maybe
like
he's
one of
Snoop.
those Madonna or David
Right.
Bowie things where like
When Prince was
he's like, I'm Ziggy Stardust, and he's like, now I'm,
Right.
yeah, whatever. Yeah.
We've all been there. We've all done the drugs. Ooh, my phone's going off. That's generally something you're not supposed to do when you're doing a radio show.
Oh,
It's like
really?
your phone
Oh, have your
and
phone on you like a total dick?
It's my wife.
Hating from afar.
I won't be able to make dinner with the in-laws tonight. I'm gonna text that one back and see how
won't
far
be able
that
to make
goes.
it to the in-laws. Sorry, I'm drinking again.
She's like, I thought you were gonna give that up. And, yeah.
Hey, I was
Yeah, there we go.
speaking of, I wonder if Brad would be so gallant as to reacquire an Otra. And if you could, man, this Lawyers, Guns, and Money, barley wine style ale. It's called Lawyers,
Fantastic
Guns,
beer.
and Money. Fantastic.
If I drank it, it would be good.
Yep, big fan of Lone Tree Brewing. By the way, they've got I love they like name the characters on the cans.
It is a really cool can.
And
The only can that's hotter around here is
no, this is actually
Okay.
Crazy Mountain.
Crazy Mountain.
This is Crazy Mountain.
Crazy Mountain.
Listen to this fucking guy, Lone Tree.
Right.
Sales vice president. Look at me, I'm the executive.
We just want to let everyone know that we appreciate all of the executives. We're sorry for everything we might have said.
Yeah, we're actually
we're
literally apologetic
really
and
sorry.
really grateful for this
Absolutely.
opportunity.
Please don't take my job away. It's the
Please
only
don't take
thing
my
I
job
have.
away. I mean, we did it that one time.
Work. I need the insurance.
I feel you opted in.
Do you have to make fun of me in front of the others?
Oh, speaking of traffic
Yeah. How is it?
and those horrible people, we're gonna go with what time is it?
Our time? Colorado time?
Colorado time.
Colorado time. The time is 3:15. Ding.
3:15. So it's already shitty if you're on the 70.
Yes. It's been raining all day out there.
It's
Gonna turn
raining
into
all
snow
day,
later.
and they're probably mitigating.
good.
Yes, man.
Ladies
Yes.
and gentlemen, coming in the office right
It's
now.
Brad
it's
Howard.
Brad!
Cheers.
Thank you for the
Brad,
beer.
Brad, give us a little
Fantastic. Man, it's the only thing he's delivered all week.
He really is. He really is a team player. He literally is a team player.
He is, actually. He's a pretty nice guy, even though we give him a lot of crap.
Now,
His wife loves me.
can I tell a little story?
Well, yeah, it's always story time here.
I just feel like this is kind of an important thing. I mean, other than shows that are coming up, obviously.
Got to get to that before we're done.
First of all, shows. Hello, Mattis Yahoo. I still don't have my tickets for Mattis Yahoo.
If you're listening to all of our bosses are listening, we need tickets. We have to get in there. I mean, we got to blaze, we got to drink, we got to listen.
Is that how you go to shows? I mean, I've been starting a microdosing regimen for the last 3 days.
That's
and I'm
how I
ramping
start
up.
work,
Yeah.
partner.
Yeah. I'm just saying I'm ramping up to something here. Now, okay, so
Tingala.
I think one of the most punk rock things I've ever done
Yes.
was smuggle Bibles into China.
Really?
Yep, they're illegal and contraband there, and smuggled them right into China. And
That is baller.
I didn't feel bad about it at all.
Right. Who wants some Jesus?
Right. Well, and the real thing to me was my boss at the time was part of the Trans Chinese Calvary Outreach, whatever.
Trans, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To China, and you know what? All the guys, like every one that we dropped off, they ended up like selling them off. Like here we smuggle
them in.
Yeah.
You want to buy a Bible? I'm sorry, wrong accent. It sounded like south of the border.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so here we are. We're finally on the tail end because we went to the Canton Fair. We were trying to source, materials and all that good stuff. And we pull into the rural area of Xi'an.
Sean, wow. Listen,
Yeah,
he's like a
Xian.
world traveler.
Yeah, and So I see this thing going on, and so they're having like May Day, which is kind of like our equivalent to 4th of July.
Oh.
So like I can tell that
Start
like
of the communist
something's going
regime.
on, because what happens is all these people go off to all these different places, but during this period of time, all the Chinese folks go back to where they come from, and so it's a real big time of family togetherness and reconnecting. And so I see all these people out, and I go out to this roundabout, which, by the way, if you've ever crossed the street here in the United States, I mean, people don't pay attention
No.
in Denver. And there, you take your life into your own hands every single time you cross because there's never a break.
There's never a red light.
You literally just have to
Stop sign.
just walk and put your faith in
God.
That's
why he brought the Bibles.
You're going to make it. And literally people just whirl around you. It is absolutely invigorating and frightening all in the same breath.
Road trip.
Anyways, the moral of the story. So there's this
You have morals?
this square to the people. There's a big statue to
Yeah.
the people, and
Yes.
communist,
saying whatever,
yeah,
Chung.
lots of communist stuff going down.
Chung Lee.
And so I'm sitting there just checking out. Oh, look, cool! Like these guys are playing like the old ancient ways. It's like you can tell that, and every single instrument is like been around for thousands of years. Now, and I was like, okay, cool. These guys are cool. They're chill. And so I went over to the other side where I hear, and I'm like, oh, okay, I gotta see what's going on over here.
Yeah.
See what's happening because
It's
there's
fine.
way more people.
Yep.
Way more people. And so, I don't know, again, if you've ever been 6'3" and standing in China. I went to, like, Tiananmen Square.
Yeah.
People were coming up to me like I was a basketball player.
Are you playing American
like-
basketball?
Yeah, like I was some sort of rock star.
Right.
It was
You're
like
like,
being
"No,
Slayer
there's
at
a
a
tall white
skateboarding
dude."
convention. Yep, just a dude.
Tall white dude.
Not even the tallest of my friends.
Sign my chest.
Anyway, so we're in Xi'an, and these guys are doing their little, they're doing their act. It was like it was an act. So like, there's this MC guy. There's this like classic old school Chinese dancer, but she's doing it like in a kind of a quirky, funny way. And I'm just watching the thing. I don't speak Mandarin or Cantonese.
Right, I barely speak
I don't
English.
know. I don't know what's going on. By the way, there is no language called Chinese. I don't know if you guys know this, but it's Mandarin. And Mandarin's the one where it sounds like everybody's angry. But one of the most soothing sounds in the world is the Cantonese, and it's like it's like very soothing.
Laid
Anyways,
back, yeah.
So I'm there at the power of the people, whatever, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. What?
I have not been with them for a while. Oh, I'm sorry.
We don't talk about that.
Yeah.
We don't talk about that anymore.
The man was smuggling Bibles. Who do you think
Yeah.
he was working with?
Yeah, of course. I was working for the little baby Jesus.
Right. Thank you, Lord.
I remember little baby Jesus in high school. He caught that football, ran it all the way, 100 yards, one kick all the way in, touchdown, and then, turned the Gatorade to wine.
Right. He died, though, and subsequently came back on the field. Heat exhaustion.
The coach was pissed. He had been sober for 20 years.
Just walking around like, that's wine, that's wine, that's wine, that's wine.
That's how I'd treat my special powers. Anyways, so, power of the people, they're doing their thing, and the guy says something that I don't fully understand, like sees me standing. I'm like 8 people deep.
Yeah.
But I'm 6'3". Like no one's even come up to my nipples.
Right.
And so, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, these kids come, like little tiny little people.
Like
And
aliens?
they all just like, it was like that scene
From Close Encounters of the
Close
Third Kind.
Encounters.
Like,
That was the scene, and they pulled me into the thing, and I participated with these guys, and I don't speak again Mandarin or Cantonese. Wait, did I get it wrong? Is it Cantonese that sounds
I don't know.
angry?
You're
Yeah,
fine.
whatever. I had them flopped. I think.
Story of my life.
Yeah, story of my life. Right. So they like this little 9-year-old girl. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I just don't understand, And this little 9-year-old girl, little angel face.
Yeah.
She goes, he'd like you to sing a song. in like perfect English. And I was like, oh, snap.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
Know any Slayer?
I was like, what do you want to do? And she's like, and so like this is being translated between this little tiny 9-year-old girl to this MC of this festival thing.
Yeah.
And she's like, anything you want. And I was like, well, the first thing that came to my mind was this sweet girl, and I was like, don't you love her madly?
The Doors.
Wanna be her daddy. And so I finished the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
I finished the whole thing, and it's dead silent. And I was like, oh, dude, did I like piss him off? Did I like offend him?
Yeah.
No, they're just like super duper respectful. And then all of a sudden they like uproariously, whatever. So I continued to dance. I did like the Running Man. I did the robots. I did the foot with the jumpy
You were
thing.
amazingly talented.
No, I was just trying to, entertain
Have a good
these
time.
guys.
Right, yeah.
And so finally, like it had been like I've been with these guys for like 45 minutes. Like I've basically been on stage for 45 minutes.
Thank you for coming out. It's been a great night.
Yeah, and I was like,
Don't forget to tip
I'm
your
not even getting
waitress.
paid. Yeah, finally, no one was getting it, so I just faked like I died. I just fell. Just faked like I died.
Asian cultures and death usually don't mix.
Yeah, I'm just saying, all I know is like 9 adults came out and like picked me up and brushed me off, and I was like, oh, joking, and everybody laughed, and like I bowed, and I was like, all right, I'm out, like gave him the universal sign, and like the 9-year-old girl goes, stop, hold on 1 second.
I steal your wallet.
No, she's like, the MC wants to say something to you.
Really?
And he goes, well, and he's saying to her, we want to thank you for participating in our Chinese festival, like our.
That's pretty cool.
Like our national. Thank you for participating, and he goes, I know that I speak for everyone here when I say that you have changed our hearts toward the Western world.
Why does he drop serious stuff like this?
No.
Holy crap.
At this point,
That's amazing.
I'm tearing up. And I'm like, oh, yeah. And he said, you are an honorary citizen of Xi'an because you have changed our hearts and participated with such enthusiasm that we're grateful to you.
Same here.
I'm just saying I'm a foreign diplomat. Wow. Spreading little baby Jesus seeds.
I went to a foreign country and they wanted to charge me $25 to use the toilet.
And it's called the Donkey Show. And if you just pay for the Donkey Show, the toilet is free.
Apparently you can't tip.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. So we will be at the Snowcat show this weekend.
We're definitely doing Snowcat.
Yeah.
Now, let's be honest. Not everybody is like as cat person as someone who might start a cat convention. So I'm really excited to meet the organizer.
I am too. We're going to be interviewing a bunch of people out there, and it's kind of a dream come true. Ever since I lost Fluffy, and that horrible accident.
I might order a cat.
Wait, hold on.
I heard there's a custom cat booth.
Right.
I'm going to order a furry. Do you come with the black or white tail?
I mean, if you were going to
Just
order
dress
a
up like a
custom
wolf.
cat, what kind of cat would you get?
What's that?
If you were going to order a custom cat, what would it be?
Oh, probably one of those sphinxes, so it looks like a wrinkled old man. Take me back to my days.
One of the bald cats?
Yeah.
Yeah, those things are...
Or maybe one of those fluffy ragdoll-like cats where they're all white and have the really long flowing hair and have that fuck you attitude.
That's racist, man.
No, I'd go with the black one too. Don't get me wrong. It's just a ragdoll, man.
No,
Short
I
little
want a
legs.
Maine Coon.
Oh, yeah, giant cat. Or cheetah. I'd do a cheetah.
Actually, I had family that actually had a cheetah. Really? Swear to God. Like
They purr.
Yeah, they're like legit, like nice animals. Like,
Want to sleep on you, run 60 miles an hour, kill rabbits for you.
yeah.
Do they use litter boxes? That's the other thing. Is if you're at a cat convention, is there litter boxes in the
I
toilet
know,
or
and
just
it is
toilets?
BYOC. It is BYOC. Bring
Really?
your own cat. It's a $10 fee.
Right. That's got to be.
And you sign a
bad
waiver.
news for everybody.
And you sign a waiver.
Cat fight.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Now, did you guys put up your Christmas tree yet?
Oh, like 6 weeks ago.
Jesus.
She was like,
before
let's
Thanksgiving?
do it before Thanksgiving. And I was like, are you sure?
She's a Christmas Nazi.
Well, she's got a hell of a punch. And I'm really afraid of her. I mean, she's short, don't get me wrong, but man, she will knock you right
And the sheriff told me if
F
he
out.
has to come back one
Right.
more time.
They know us by our first name. Is everything okay? And I'm just like, I ran into a door.
Again.
Again.
Yeah.
And then she just gives him that eye, and you can hear her like holding a stick, just staring at me.
God, that's brutal.
Yeah, we shouldn't.
How is the traffic, by the way?
For what?
It's horrible.
Yeah, it's not very good right now.
God, you heard
I-25
of that-
seems
the
to
train wreck.
What train? Oh
Like-
yeah, where the cars derailed.
Like how does a professional truck driver miss
Hit-
like the one stretch of highway
Where there's a train.
where there's a potential for a train to be there?
Are you not paying attention? Are you drinking on the job? Some of us do.
Present company included.
But yeah, who doesn't sit there and look at, the giant warning signs as the red lights are flashing, the arms are coming down, people are stopping, and you're just like, you know what? I'm going to barrel right through that. Then I'm going to stop on the tracks. I'm thinking I'm stopping right here. Yeah. And we're going to see what happens. Choo-choo!
Yeah, well,
How do you look your wife in the eye with that one after that? Like, so I accidentally derailed the train today. You what? Yeah,
what?
was it,
like 20 cars. No big deal.
Nobody really got hurt. Just a little. Hope the insurance covers.
Yeah, well, yeah, of
Full
course.
coverage.
Was the railroad people were definitely blaming the guy.
Probably had to have a drug test, alcohol
Yeah,
test.
I think it's pretty much follows with anything
Yeah, like,
NTSB.
so
right?
what were you up to?
None of your business what I was doing.
What are you, like the police?
Yeah,
No,
you
I'm
are?
literally the police.
You can have my blood when you take it from my dead body.
Snowcat Convention. We got Mattis Yahoo at the Gothic.
Ooh. Who else do we have?
Need the tickets. Now, there's a couple of bands out there coming that got me kind of excited, and there's a couple that I literally have just never heard of.
I heard Santa Claus is coming to town. That's right. Very soon.
Yeah, he's got all the treats.
It's kind of weird. Sneaks into houses. Wants to deliver gifts to kids.
So we've got the Colorado Ballet.
Ooh.
I'm not going to lie. I love live concert music and a ballet.
Yeah. This cute little tight outfit.
I'm classy up in this bitch.
Tutus.
I'm classy.
It's very nice.
We've got, like some other stuff. So who's this Kaleo guy?
Who?
What song what is
Kaleo's going to be here.
Kaleo's going to be here? But I think it's a band. I just don't understand. Denver Gun Show.
Yep. How Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the musical.
Yeah, I mean, if you got kids. Nick Offerman.
Nick.
Nick Offerman.
Nick.
Otherwise known as, what's his name on Parks and Rec? Ron Swanson.
Ron Swanson.
He's like, yeah, I've got a
He's
couple.
an ugly dude without a mustache, let me tell you.
He's like, you know what, Rhonda?
Peace.
You know what, Rhonda? I will have that third steak. Please and thank you.
Jimmy Fubfit's Escape to Margaritaville. That's on the 23rd. You probably could check that one out. I mean, it's another reason to go drinking.
Twist my arm. Oh, Hanson, they're a thing.
Oh, Hanson. God, they were the cutest
Can we
little
just
group
take
of
a
girls I
moment
ever
to just
saw.
appreciate? I loved those.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing how those girls turned into men. And
They transitioned hard.
yeah, they did it. Was it Decadence? Is that your people?
I don't know. And Anti-Ballus will be here. I don't know what that is. It sounds like some anti-ballers to me, so I don't know what that is.
Yeah, it's more like, it sounds like a bunch of
Disney on Ice. Search party.
Super not going. By the way, don't have kids. I have kids. No, wait. I don't have kids. Yeah. Well, I guess.
You guys should check out all of the concerts coming up this weekend. Don't forget to check us out on YouTube. Click that bell. Like us.
Post your comments. Post your pictures. Funny, disturbing, slutty, whatever. on the subreddit, and that is again, my wife hates this.
Yeah. Absolutely. So, guys, that is it. That is the whole.
We're gonna have some cool
enchilada.
video for you.
This will be the end of the broadcast, most likely when our bosses hear it. If we do come back, we'll be here next week. But first, we'd like to thank a bunch of people that helped make this happen. First off, our bosses. We're not going to mention by name because they asked us not to.
Thank
you for putting the money up for
bosses.
this. I'd like to thank the man behind the glass who makes all of the funny signs and flips us off. That is Brad. He's the head of sales over here. We're trying to figure out what that means. I'd like to thank my partner in crime, Crosby.
Well, and I'd like to thank my velvet-throated partner and slime.
Yeah. And we'd like to thank all of you for listening.
Yeah, actually, if you made it this far, kudos on you. Have a drink.
All right. We'll see you guys next time right here on My Wife Hates This.